guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long, it's been exhausting, it's been all of it. It's usually awkward when I do this sit down video, so I have a snack to keep myself busy to make it less awkward. So I'm having tortilla chips and salsa and sour cream, my current favorite. Easy to do and kind of healthy snack. So let's get to it. Today I'm going to talk about Jesus. Hallelujah!
Not too loud.
Do it nicely. Okay? Okay, let's be serious. Okay, so today I just wanted to talk about, I know it's been a while. Thing is, I never get time. I'm so preoccupied being a mom. There's never a time when I feel like, you know what, I can do this. Like, but I just told myself I gotta make time. So you make time for what you want to do, right? They always say. So today I want to talk about my pregnancy journey and my birth story, which is quite personal. That's why it kind of took long to talk about it, because I was deciding if I really should talk about it. Oh well, yeah. Here we are. Okay. So we found out we were pregnant last year, just before our anniversary, before we went to our test with picture right here or right here, I don't know, somewhere here, before we went to Banff Springs, Lake Louise.
You went to
There.
Lake Louise.
So I was like 8 months pregnant over there. So yeah, and it was just almost before our anniversary. So I gave Z this beautiful present, this beautiful gift. As like, I wanted to make it a surprise, so I kept it secret for a day or two, and then I put it in a box. I put a pregnancy test in the box, and it said yes, and I had 2 soothers or pacifiers. So it was this big box, and when it was time to exchange anniversary gifts, and I gave it to him, and when he opened, man was scared. Well, he was scared and happy at the same time. Like, I could see, like, he wanted to scream yes, but he was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a dad, you know. But good thing is it was planned. No oops, no mistakes. Yeah, so the journey was kind of hard in the beginning. I honestly hated everything and everyone. I just wanted to be asleep. I just wanted to, I ate the worst things ever. Like, you know, food that I would never even think of eating. I don't know, like, I couldn't eat proper food. I couldn't eat meat. I couldn't eat like chicken, beef, any sort of meat. Even fish, I couldn't tolerate fish, spaghetti. So second trimester was smooth. Like, girl was hot, money was sexy, you know. I was feeling myself, and I was eating everything. So yeah, and then third trimester I was exhausted. It was the longest trimester in the entire history of pregnancies.
Yeah.
But oh well, I was waiting in anticipation of my king, my little king. But he delayed. Like, he was 7 days overdue, and I left Instagram. Like, I deleted all my social media because I was pissed. I hated when people inbox me like, hey girl, like, I already knew, like, they want to know, where is the baby? Is the baby here? That time it's already like beginning of July, and I was like, just shut up, don't stop asking me. On my WhatsApp, I'll get messages, hi, how are you doing, from people we rarely even talk, because I already knew that they wanted to know if the baby's here or not. And I hated it. I hated when people were asking. I'm sorry, maybe it was the hormones. So I had planned to have a home birth. I bought a pool lesson, everything was ready. My midwife was excited to come on the 27th of June. That's when we expected tandem. and we were so ready for it. Like, I read books, you know, I wrote it on my vision board, like, I'm gonna have this supernatural childbirth, I'm gonna have a home birth in a pool, like, I'll be playing worship music in the back, Zee will be giving me massages, just hugging me, all these things, all these beautiful things, beautiful things we see on the internet. But oh well, things didn't go as planned, and that was a huge disappointment for Mama. One other thing I forgot to mention, my pregnancy brain, I was too bad. I was too slow to comprehend. Like, I was dumb to an extent. I was so forgetful. Honestly, I think it still happens even now, but it's not as bad. Mama brain. This is me 4 months postpartum. I know it took a long time for me to make a video, to do it on my own terms, when I feel like I've healed enough from the trauma, because I was traumatized. So are you ready for it? Okay. So on the, what date was it?
What, July 4th?
No, just before, when we went to the ultrasound.
The 3rd, I think?
July 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the ultrasound on July 3rd, because my midwife was like, you know, when the baby's overdue, you need to just go check if everything is still okay. So I went to the ultrasound, and when we got there, Temba was running out of his amniotic fluid at oh well, and my baby was running out of that fluid that keeps him, I don't know, alive or whatever in me. And there was a lot of poop in his belly, so they told me that was very dangerous. So we had to like rush to the, no, I had to be induced. So it was either I induce naturally or go to the hospital. I wanted nothing to do with the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital at all. Especially because it's pandemic and, you know, coronavirus everywhere. I don't want to touch any surfaces or be in a mask, or like, I just wanted to be in the comfort of my home and deliver my first baby. But things didn't go according to plan. Thing is, everything I write on my vision board usually comes to fruition. So it was hard for me to understand. I was like, God, why? This is such a huge thing that's happening in my life, and I trusted you to like do things exactly how I told you I want them to go. But oh well, there's always a reason for everything, and who knows, maybe if I had my baby at home, he wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be here. So God always has a script plan, even though we cannot. My midwife was like, you know what, Palisa, no worries. We will induce you naturally. So she told me to buy honey, peanut butter. What else?
Castor oil.
Oh, castor oil. I think I said it before. I mentioned castor oil. Sparkling wine. I've forgotten something else, and then blend them together and drink. And then drink it again after 4 hours. If nothing happens, drink it again after 4, and then keep calling her to tell her how I'm feeling. So I did that. It was on a Friday night. I did that and nothing happened, and it was Saturday morning and there was no Temba here. And I called her. I was like, hey, nothing happened to me. I just pooped all night and there's no baby. She was like, no, pack your hospital bag. Let's go to the hospital, because that baby's at risk, like the doctor said. So we rushed to the hospital, and when I got there, I was induced with oxytocin. The devil. Oh my god. So I was in labor for I would say 17 hours, and I was still only 4 centimeters dilated. Imagine, from Saturday I got to the hospital at 9 a.m. but I was only induced around 10-11. But I took the whole day in pain, and I wasn't allowed to eat. I didn't know they don't allow you to eat when you're giving birth. I was so hungry. I kept on begging for it kind of kept me strong. So I kept on asking for apple juice. I think they even ran out of it because at some point they were like, I think you had enough for today, and they gave me water. At around, so they kept on coming back to check. You know, I don't want to go into the surgeon or the doctor. He came and he was like, you know what, the baby's heart rate is kind of getting slow, and I think this could put him at risk. So you have two options: either we give you more oxytocin, or you have a C-section. I was like, well, at that point I was like, you know what, I was so exhausted, and I was like, you know what, just get this thing out. Sorry, get this baby. Well, at that point it was a thing because I was in pain. I was so much in pain. But funny thing is, I went to the hospital still very optimistic that I would have a natural birth. Like, I don't know, there's just something about natural birth. Maybe it's a stigma that people put around having a natural birth. I didn't want to go through surgery. I don't think anyone wants to breathe, and I was running short of breath. I was crying. My husband was scared. It was chaotic. So they decided the safest way was a cesarean section, and which was hugely disappointing. But honestly, at that point, an enormous part of me just wanted this or that to be over. So I was like, go for it. Things were not looking great. Things were looking cute. So Sunday around 3 like, fine, let's go for it. So they took me into the, what's that room called?
Yeah.
The theater. They took me to the theater, and I didn't feel anything. All I could feel was the rummaging and tugging. I could feel that something's going on, but I felt no pain, zero pain. And a few minutes later, they showed him to me. They was like, here's your baby, and he was crying. At that point, I was so exhausted and not even excited to see him anymore. I was just like, oh baby, we have a baby. That's it. And I wanted was to get out of there, go home and rest. But yeah, Z was excited. He took him pictures. We sent people at home, and I was just there waiting for them to finish up whatever they were doing here. And to be quite honest, I cannot say I felt an overwhelming, like my primary instinct immediately was to protect him. All I knew is I wanted to protect this baby. I wanted to keep him safe. But I never felt an overwhelming love. Know him, right? And after all I've been through, it was just instant. And then it was over. I was just like silence, you know. We had a skin to skin. I looked at my baby, called home, had a video call. And the hardest thing was that my mom couldn't even come to help us out because we had planned in the beginning, before all this pandemic thing happened. We had planned for my mom to come help me, and that didn't happen. So God's grace, me and my husband showered me with His grace, and yeah, we made it. Even today, still me and him. And Temba, that's him in the background if you have that. But he's such a lovely human being. We love him. He's such an easy baby. You know, I always know when he cries, I know it's either Temba is wet, or he needs food, or he wants to go to sleep. He never cries out of nowhere for nothing. Like, he sleeps in the nighttime, only wakes up to feed. That's it. He's such a sweet, sweet baby. Oh, we love him so much. Like, it's the best thing that's ever happened to us. Yeah, so Mama is back. Hopefully I'll get to do more things at my own pace. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being patient. It's been more than 4 months because I stopped recording when I was deep in my third trimester and I was feeling like but now I'm back, and thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, you know, ask any questions if you have, and share, tell your friends. Did I say share already?